President Biden is in Saudi Arabia right now. He just arrived at the palace, and this is video of him arriving. And there's the Crown Prince. There you go, a little fist bump with the Crown Prince as they enter one of the palaces. The president is meeting with the Crown Prince as well as with the King of Saudi Arabia. And joining us now is Rick Stengel, former Undersecretary of State for Public Diplomacy and Public Affairs and an MSNBC political analyst. Rick, so I know you've actually met the Crown Prince in the past. How does the president handle this meeting? And, you know, it's been like a process for him to get to this point.
Yes, Jose, I think all the hyperventilation about whether it would be a fist bump or a handshake or a smile or no smile is kind of silly. I mean, nations have interests, and the president is trying to represent the interests of the U.S. I did indeed meet Mohammed bin Salman in 2015 in Riyadh, and in very classic Saudi fashion, the meeting was scheduled for 10 a.m. and I met him at 10 minutes to midnight that night. So he's a night owl. He's a walking contradiction. I mean, in some ways, he's very progressive and very old-fashioned. In some ways, he's liberal, but also an autocrat. By the way, Saudi Arabia is a theocracy. It's an authoritarian society that is led by religious figures. Mohammed bin Salman has been ruthlessly consolidating his power for a number of years. And I think the calculation of President Biden is pretty simple. I mean, look, he's about as happy to be there as he would be going to the dentist for a root canal. But he realizes with what's going on in Ukraine, what he really wants to prevent is a alliance between Russia and Saudi Arabia that would keep oil prices high. That's really, I think, the number one thing in his book. He has been outspoken about what MBS did to Mr. Khashoggi, which is hideous and repulsive. But again, nations have interests, and his interest right now is keeping oil prices low, not letting Russia succeed in Ukraine, and trying to keep inflation down in the U.S.